1971, Cheetos introduced a brand new mascot called the Cheetos Mouse.
My fellow snackers, some of you like Cheetos brand cheese-flavored puffs baked to a delicate crunch. Others prefer Cheetos fried to a crackly crunch. But it makes no difference. With two kinds of crunch, we can now crunch all of the people, all of the time. Cheetos, cheese that goes crunch!
He appeared on the packaging and in commercials and in promotional items like this flag. These are those pencil topper erasers you'd get as a kid. You'd put them on top of your pencil and you'd never use them because you didn't want to ruin your character. You didn't want the Cheetos Mouse to have one ear.
I'm Cheesehead of the jungle, and this is my pal Cheetah. We're wild about the cheddar cheese taste of Cheetos brand cheese-flavored puffs.
After being phased out in 1979, the Cheetos Mouse was replaced in 1986 by Chester Cheetah.
Cheetos presents Chester Cheetah. I'm Chester Cheetah. I'm just a cool dude in a loose mood.
This is a parody of Easy Rider, very popular movie of the 70s.
Easy Rider. It's the story of a man who went looking for America and couldn't find it anywhere.
Cheesy Rider on a belt buckle. Belt buckles used to be a big thing, and I gotta tell you, if I'm coming into the hoedown, walking up to get on the mechanical bull, I want that on my belt buckle.
I most heartily recommend Cheetos, cheese-flavored puffs.
From Terre Haute, Indiana, it's Chesty Potato Chips. I love the little mascot. This can, I think, is from the 40s. He's just puffing out that chest. He's got the C on there for Chesty. But if you notice the striped style of this is like a football shirt that they would wear in the 40s. If you've ever seen It's a Wonderful Life, when he gets in the pool, when they fall in during the dance number, he puts on a shirt that looks very similar to this.
Oh, hot dog.
There isn't a ton of Chesty merchandise, but this was a 5-year pin that somebody got working for the factory. That is the greatest slogan ever. And Chesty Potato Chips remained on shelves for many years. They eventually did phase out the Chesty Boy, but there were lots of commercials up through the 1980s talking about the classy history of this potato chip company.
Today times have changed, but not the all-natural goodness of Chesty Potato Chips, now packed in a foil fresh bag to stay hometown fresh, hometown delicious. Chesty remembers how delicious potato chips should be, because for 40 years, Chesty has been the chip with the hometown taste.
Baggies were made by the Colgate-Palmolive Corporation. They came out in the 60s, but in the 1970s, they introduced this alligator mascot, and he talked about how these bags were alligator tough.
See, they're alligator rough, so they don't cling together. Alligator tough, so they take what you give them. So if I were you, I'd get the one with me on the package. Better than ever for keeping fresh food. There
was a lot of Baggies Alligator merchandise, including this plush that has a tag that says, "I'm the Baggies Alligator and I want to be your friend." He also had a necklace that said Baggies, Baggies.
Announcing the sandwich bag with the difference. New Baggies sandwich bags. Only new Baggies have these special ribs. Ribs make Baggies a snap to open. Easier to grab. New flip over top too.
Here's an ad promoting an inflatable Baggies alligator that you could order. And that's what he looked like. Never, never refrigerate chicken and store wrap.
Comes the air right out, comes fresh taste right into in the Baggies house.
This is National Airlines. They were around from 1934 until 1980 when they merged with Pan Am Airlines. In 1971, a man named F. William Free created an ad campaign for National Airlines that the National Organization of Women came out publicly against. This ad campaign featured their beautiful stewardesses accenting their beauty and telling you to fly them to another state.
I'm Marisa. I've got non-stop flights to Miami every day. Fly me.
Fly me to Houston. National has non-stop DC-10s every day. Or fly me to New Orleans on the only DC-10s. You can fly me morning, afternoon, or night.
I'm Karen, and I was born to fly. Fly me.
Fly Karen. Fly National.
Eric Stewart of the Group 10cc saw an ad for National Airlines, and he was inspired to write the song, "I'm Mandy, Fly Me." I love this Bell telephone ad with the phone dialing himself. I think this is fantastic. I miss the days when we had payphones. We used to have the phone booths, and first they changed from wooden to metal, and Superman would go in there and change. And then we got these things. And I remember in the Superman movie when he sees a row of them and is like, I don't know what to do. I have no ability to get changed. Now Superman, I guess, I haven't seen the newest movies. I don't know how he gets changed. Does he hide behind an iPhone case? I think they only did print ads with this little guy, but they had a very popular ad campaign saying, reach out and touch someone.
People sometimes miss a turn or fail to lift their weight. They even lose their magic touch.
Billy, you take your vitamins today?
Reach out, call up and save their day.
Oh, don't cry, honey. He'll come back.
Reach out to someone far away.
Hey, you looked great! How come the other scoops don't?
Reach out and touch someone.
Joy dishwashing liquid, founded in 1939 by Procter & Gamble. They had a very cute little lemon that would appear in their commercials, and his voice sounds so familiar to me. I think it's Scrappy Doo, but I'm not 100% sure.
Here, expecting company?
The Fuzz Budget Trio, look at this mess.
Yuck, lasagna.
Here goes nothing.
Why use that? Listen to Sudsy Lemon. Use my Joy. We've got muscle.
Remarkable shine.
Susan's not such a fuss.
What was that, Susan?
Of all lemon brands, Joy cleans best down to the shine. It's a nice reflection on you and me.
Wonder Bread had these characters, the Fresh Guys. Now, the company started in 1920, but these guys came along about 50 years later. One of them was voiced by Don Mezek, who went on to voice Papa Smurf and numerous other cartoon characters.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble. It's
The lady in charge of the school cafeteria.
Smart shopper. Squeezes bread to see if it's fresh.
Then she'll see why they call us the Fresh Guys.
Imagine, every loaf of Wonder is wrapped warm from the oven.
In the Stay Fresh wrapper.
No wonder we stay so fresh.
And pass the squeeze test.
Oh, that's smart.
Wonder Bread, one squeeze proves we're the Fresh Guys. Woo!
Charles Sanaa created Swiss Miss chocolate in the 1950s. Originally, it was designed only for air travel, so the airlines would serve you this hot chocolate, but it was so good and so popular that they then pushed it out to grocery stores.
Yodelay-o, Swiss Miss Instant Cocoa. What's the best way to start your day?
Give a little yodel.
Swiss Miss has lots of rich chocolatey cocoa and milk already in it.
Tasty Cakes came out in 1914 in Philadelphia. They had this baker character.
Hi, I'm the Tasty Baker. I see you're eating one of my delicious Tasty Cake fruit pies.
Yep.
You know, nobody wraps up the great taste of fruit like Tasty Cakes.
Uh-huh.
Here's ChuckECheese. I got two of these. Look at this. This has him on the back. So this was the last iteration. They now have a thinner, hipper one, but this one, he does kind of have that dad bod. He's got fingerless gloves. He's got like a messenger bike hat. And then this is the older version. Look at him. He's winking at you, or his eyes swollen shut. I don't know if he's been in a bar fight. There he is. This is the rat version of ChuckECheese, because originally he was supposed to be a rat. This is a bank. The Kool-Aid Man. Look at that. Kool-Aid's kids trivia game. We've talked about this a little bit. I bought this on eBay, and then somebody gave me one as a gift. So maybe I can corner the market and inherit every single one of these. These were the thirsties. We haven't talked about like mascot villains, but these were like the bad guys. They were like sort of like the Soggies with Captain Crunch. The movie Ghostbusters took place in what city? New York City. I want to find one that's out of date. Like if this one said how many Ghostbusters movies have been made, it would be wildly incorrect. I want to find one like that. Who is Prince Charles' wife? Man's a king now. He's got a different wife. The Sun-Made Raisins girl. She was very interesting. Based on a real person that an executive saw washing her hair in the backyard at her parents' house and said she was so beautiful he had to go meet her and give her a job. I don't know, it seems a little fishy. She then threw raisins out of an airplane at people. It's a crazy story. If you want to know the full story of the Sun-Made Raisin girl, I'm going to put it right up here. Otherwise, YouTube will put whatever they think is best for you on this side. And either way, you come back tomorrow at 2 o'clock because we're going to talk about something else. Glad you were here. See you tomorrow.